All right, hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going deep on Nvidia.
Oh yeah.
Using a financial news article as our kind of roadmap.
Love it.
You know, Nvidia, the company,
Powerhouse.
yeah,
AI powerhouse.
AI powerhouse, exactly. Yeah. And we want to see how they're doing, what's driving their success, and can this tech giant really just keep on defying expectations?
Yeah, it's remarkable, really. I mean, they just keep exceeding expectations.
Yeah.
You know, their Q3 earnings are a perfect example.
Okay.
81 cents EPS.
Whoa.
Estimates were only 75 cents.
Wow.
And revenue. A massive $35 billion.
Huge.
Beating the projected $33 billion.
Those are really impressive numbers.
Oh, yeah.
But I think what's more interesting to me is what it says about the bigger picture.
Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
These numbers, they're not just about beating projections,
right.
But it shows a sustained and growing demand for NVIDIA's products.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Sure.
Let's talk about that dominance. They have a pretty big chunk of the market share, right?
Oh, it's significant.
Yeah.
It's a whopping 80% of the AI chip market.
Wow, 80%?
Yeah, think of it like the Google of AI chips.
Okay, yeah.
They're the go-to.
Yeah.
But it's not just chips, right?
Yeah.
They built an entire ecosystem for AI.
So it's not just the hardware.
No.
It's the whole package.
This whole kit and caboodle.
Okay.
And this approach has fueled incredible growth in data center revenue.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking triple digits in previous quarters.
That's a lot of growth.
Oh, yeah.
But the article mentioned that this quarter, it slowed down a little bit to like 94%.
Yeah, so you got to remember the context, right?
Okay. NVIDIA
has grown so much recently.
Yeah.
The comparisons are getting tougher.
Okay.
So leveling off a bit, that's to be expected.
So it's not like a red flag? Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
I mean, look at their upcoming Blackwell architecture. Demand is already exceeding supply.
Really?
Customers are eager for these AI solutions.
Okay, so Blackwell, that's the new
architecture.
Chip architecture, yeah.
Yep.
What's the big deal about that?
Well, it's a huge leap forward
in
performance and efficiency for AI, especially, for things like large language models.
Right, and that's translating into some serious revenue projections, right?
Really?
I mean, millions this quarter alone.
That's right. The market sees the potential.
Yeah.
This is a sign of NVIDIA's commitment to innovation, and they're staying ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Which brings us to an interesting point.
Okay.
Meta platforms. They've announced plans to seriously increase their AI investment budgets.
And I bet NVIDIA's pretty happy about that.
Oh, I'm sure they're smiling.
Meta's going to need some serious hardware upgrades and infrastructure,
Right.
That creates opportunities for companies like NVIDIA.
Now, there's this intriguing trend with NVIDIA's stock.
Okay.
I saw it in the article.
Tell me.
After each of the last 4 earnings reports, their stock has jumped like double digits.
No kidding.
In the following 2 months.
Wow.
So 30% and 11% gains after Q1 and Q2 this year.
Right.
And then 19% and 12% gains after Q3 and Q4 last year.
That's fascinating.
It's like clockwork.
Yeah.
So does that mean we should all just buy NVIDIA stock and expect to make a quick buck?
Well, I'd be careful about making investment decisions.
Right.
Based solely on past trends.
Of course.
Past performance doesn't always predict the future.
Right. Yeah, the market's a fickle beast.
It is.
So if chasing short-term gains isn't the way to go, what should we be looking at?
You got to focus on the long-term potential.
Okay.
With NVIDIA, it's not just about, a stock play.
Right.
It's about investing in a company that's driving a revolution.
Okay, so zoom out for me.
Okay.
What's the bigger picture here?
We're talking about a company leading an industry that's about to explode.
Give me some numbers.
The AI market right now, it's worth about $200 billion.
Okay.
But by 2030,
yeah,
projections say it'll hit $1 trillion.
$1 trillion? That's almost impossible to imagine.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It shows you the potential of AI across every sector.
So maybe the stark fluctuations are interesting, but the real story is about the long term.
Absolutely.
And NVIDIA's role in all of it.
Exactly. The question isn't whether there's stock will go up in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
The real question is how high can they soar over the next decade?
Right, right.
As AI becomes, more and more ingrained in everything.
It's not just a stock thing. It's a
paradigm shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nvidia,
they're right there.
They're leading the charts.
In the thick of it with their innovative products.
Speaking of the
market position.
Yeah, speaking of innovation, they've been on a roll, haven't they?
Oh, absolutely.
With new technologies and stuff.
Yeah, they've got a track record of pushing the boundaries.
Like what are some examples?
Look at their Hopper architecture.
Okay.
That was a game changer for AI processing.
Uh-huh.
And just recently, they unveiled the H200 GPU.
Right.
Designed specifically to speed up training.
Okay.
For those large language models.
So they're really dedicated to staying ahead.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like they're setting the pace, and it makes me think about those stock gains again.
Yeah, the double-digit jumps.
Yeah.
After every earnings report.
Even if we're not saying, hey, run out and buy the stock,
right.
What can we learn from that pattern?
I think it tells us a couple of things.
Okay.
First, the market has confidence in Nvidia.
Uh-huh.
They believe Nvidia can deliver consistent performance and innovation.
Okay.
Every earnings report just reinforces that. Like they're a leader in AI.
Yeah, like a seal of approval.
Exactly.
From the market.
Yeah.
Okay.
And secondly, it shows the excitement around AI in general.
Right.
Investors want to be a part of it.
Uh-huh.
And they see Nvidia as a key player in this whole AI revolution.
So even though we shouldn't just blindly follow trends, it's still useful to see how the market reacts.
Oh, absolutely.
To a company.
It gives you insights into sentiment and expectations.
So let's take stock here, right? Okay.
We've got Nvidia dominating the AI chip market. They're innovating.
Yeah.
They've got strong financials.
Yeah.
They're in an industry that's, about to explode.
Poised for growth, yeah.
And the market loves them.
It seems like a pretty good story, right?
It does, but is there anything else we should be thinking about? Well, of course, no investment is without risk, right?
Right.
So while Nvidia is in a strong position, the AI landscape is always changing.
Competitive?
It's competitive, yeah.
Yeah.
New players are emerging, existing tech giants, they want to get in on this.
So staying on top,
it's not easy.
It's not going to be easy.
No.
They can't just relax.
No, they got to keep pushing.
Yeah.
They got to keep innovating.
Right.
And they got to be prepared for disruptions.
Because things change so fast.
Because the field of AI moves quickly.
Yeah.
What's cutting edge today
right.
might be, old news tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like a marathon where the finish line keeps moving.
That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
You got to keep running.
Yeah.
You got to adjust your strategy.
And this is where,
right?
long-term vision becomes so important. And strategic planning.
NVIDIA's been good at that so far.
Yeah.
Anticipating, responding to changes.
Right.
But they got to keep doing it.
Okay, so for our listeners who are, really digging into this with us, what are the key things to remember here?
I think the real question isn't about short-term gains.
Right.
It's about how NVIDIA is going to use their position to shape the future of AI.
It's a much bigger story than just, their stock price.
Yeah, it's about how AI is going to transform industries, our lives.
Everything.
Everything, yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, it's fascinating to think about, their advancements. They're not just about faster processing or better graphics.
Right.
It's about making AI accessible to everyone.
So they're kind of democratizing AI.
In a way, yeah. More businesses, more organizations, they can use it.
Which has, huge implications. As AI becomes more available, we're going to see it everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Healthcare, education, transportation.
Yep.
Manufacturing.
It's both exciting and a little bit daunting.
It is. Yeah, it really makes you think, what will the world even look like?
I know, right?
In a few years.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah, with AI everywhere.
It's like we're on the edge of something huge.
Right. A whole new era.
Absolutely. And like with any big tech shift, right? There'll be challenges, of course.
Yeah.
Ethical stuff to figure out.
Yeah, you've hit on something important there. The ethics of AI.
It's a big one.
But as these systems get smarter, more independent,
autonomous, we got to ask some tough questions.
Right, like who's responsible?
Exactly.
What about bias in the systems?
Huge issue.
Yeah. And how's it going to affect society? Like really affect people?
These aren't just like theoretical things anymore. These are real problems.
Yeah.
We got to solve them.
So it's not just about the tech itself. It's about making sure it's good for everyone.
It's got to benefit humanity.
That's a big responsibility for everyone involved.
Everyone, the researchers, the developers, the people making the policies, even the public.
It's got to be a conversation.
Absolutely open dialogue, collaboration, and a commitment to ethical principles.
That's a whole other deep dive.
Oh yeah, we could talk about that for hours.
But for now, let's bring it back to Nvidia.
Okay.
They're at the forefront.
Leading the pack.
But things change. So what could shake things up for them?
Well, competition, for one.
Yeah, there's always someone trying to catch up.
Everyone's investing in AI now.
Right.
Big tech companies, startups.
So Nvidia can't get comfortable.
No, they got to stay sharp.
Yeah.
Keep innovating.
And be ready for anything, right?
Exactly. The AI field is it's like a moving target.
Yeah.
What's hot today?
Right.
Might be gone tomorrow.
It's like that marathon analogy again.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
It really captures it.
Got to keep running. Yeah. Adjust your strategy.
NVIDIA's been good at that. They've anticipated changes well.
Yeah.
But they can't let up.
So for our listeners who are now totally immersed
hopefully
in this world of AI and NVIDIA, what are the big takeaways here?
I think the big takeaway is NVIDIA's on top right now, but it's not a guarantee.
Right.
It depends on how they handle things.
Yeah.
The competition, new technologies,
the
ethical side of it all.
It's like the story's still being written.
Exactly.
And we're all part of it in a way.
We are.
Whether we're, investing, working in tech.
We're just, curious about it all.
Yeah, we got to stay informed.
Absolutely.
Ask questions, talk about it.
That's how we shape the future.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive
into
NVIDIA and the whole world of AI.
It's a fascinating world.
It is. We encourage you to keep exploring,
keep learning,
check out the sources we talked about, and come to your own conclusions about this incredible technology.
It's going to be a wild ride.
It is. Until next time, keep those minds curious.
Keep digging.
And keep exploring.
See you then.